Hello everybody, my name is Nixxiom. Not gonna make you guys wait too long. I'm just gonna hop right in. Hold on. Hello everyone, it's me. I'm gonna apologize in advance. You're gonna hear me sniffling and stuff. I've been sick for like almost 2 weeks straight at this point. Like, I was sick, got better, and then I got sick again. And I got better, and now I'm kind of getting sick a little bit again. But, hello. We meet on great circumstances today. Today is a fantastic, wonderful, exciting day in the World of Warcraft community. Actually, I should say that yesterday was a wonderful, exciting, happy day. Have dwarf females always hearthed like that? You died in hardcore. I've died many times in hardcore. Not with this character, though. This is the character that I was playing last stream, and I was curious, like, what character to play, like, while I was streaming. So I was like, oh, well, let me just keep playing that hunter that I played last stream. I mean, why not, right? So here I am. Train you in first aid. So, should we just address the elephant in the room? Do you want to just address it? You all know what I'm talking about. The WoW token. Do you guys want to talk about it? Or do you just want to wait for the YouTube video? The lack of Balderton? Dude, Balderton is like dead. Like, nobody knows what happened to him. He just vanished.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? The WoW Tolkien. Yeah. Boycott it. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, T Porky gifted 5 subs. Damn. Wow. Dude, T Porky, thank you, man. Oh, wait, I should probably be careful. I forgot. I'm playing video games right now. Wow. He vanished, never to be seen again. I'm pretty sure we'll see him again soon. The last I heard about Balderton, he was going through a hard time. And that's it. So, granted, he's been going through a real long, hard time, considering that we haven't seen him in like over a month. Like, no one has seen him. But, you know, sometimes just gotta leave someone alone and just leave them to their peace. You know what I mean? Let me, hold on. Let me try using my brain here. And then, oh wow, dude, scary. That was the wrong button. That is the right button. Okay, hold on. Wait. I'm scared. Hold on. There we go. I want my concussive shot, dude. Love to Lord Balderton. He'll be fine. He'll be back around soon enough. Yeah, why token edition? Are you just referring to the meme? So, for those that don't know, Blizzard is officially putting the World of Warcraft WoW token in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I'm making a YouTube video all about this. It probably, I think it's coming out tomorrow, actually. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, well, hold on a second, you big fat liar. That's not true. Blizzard said they would never put the WoW token in WoW Classic. Yep. That they did. But, you know, it just be like that sometimes. Dude, Chi Wiz just gifted, I don't even know how many, 10 subs. Damn, what are you doing? These Twitch people gifting subs left and right. Thank you, Chi Wiz. Man, you and, what was it, T Porky? Both you guys, thank you. I thought that was obvious since long ago. No, Blizzard just did it. This is a brand new thing. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Bobby needs 6 yachts. Yeah. Do we want to talk about this, though? Who the hell is messaging me right now? Oh, and it's Snapchat. Oh, no, it's... Okay, never mind. Let me actually mute my phone. I don't like it when I get messages while streaming. It makes me angry. You guys have to understand, I can't focus on more than 2 things at once.
That's almost a year, Nix Hyper.
Dude, NA Alpha, thank you for 48 months. Thank you. Thank you guys for the follows. If people are messaging me while I'm streaming and I'm trying to read the chat, I'm trying to pay attention to the game, and I'm trying just to, like, you know, like, I just can't do it. All right. Dude, Brizanami just gifted a lot of subs. I don't even know how many it was. It doesn't even tell me. Like 20 subs. Why are you guys all gifting so many subs? Thank you. Shouldn't you guys be gifting it to a streamer that actually streams? You know? I stream sometimes, to be fair. I appreciate the support. Hardcore love all around. Well, thank you guys. What the token does, you buy token for real money and someone has to buy it for you for gold. He gains gold, you lose gold for the economy, so nothing will change. All right. Let me get to a safe place and then I'm just gonna rant. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. You like, I'm gonna admit that the video that's coming out tomorrow, I'm pretty tame in it. I'm not, like, I'm very tame. I'm not frustrated. I'm maintaining that neutral Nixxiom attitude and being a little optimistic. But the more that I've thought about this ever since I made that video, the more I've been like, I don't think I should have been as, like, neutral. So I'm gonna give you guys my full rant once all these damn alerts stop, because goodness gracious, Brizanami, you went crazy. There are no safe places or no safe spaces in WoW. This is true. Can I, like, stop the alerts? I love you, Brizanami, but we don't want to listen to these alerts for 3 hours. Wait, there we go. Okay, I fixed it. Like I said, I've been a bit sick. All right, here we go. So yesterday, Blizzard announced the World of Warcraft WoW token is coming to Wrath of the Lich King Classic. As you can imagine, a lot of people are very angry, to say the least. There are a lot of people that do not like the WoW token. They don't like it in retail WoW. They've never liked it in retail WoW. They don't want it coming to Classic WoW, especially the Classic WoW purists. Paul, thank you for the $20, man.
Dude, been watching you for years now. Thank you for all the memories.
Thanks for the
Smiling
memories.
faces, hearts.
Thank you, Paul. I love you, dude. Thank you. Anyway, so, you know, people have always wanted Classic WoW to remain pure. They don't want, like, you know, they haven't wanted the WoW token in there. Like, goodness gracious. And Blizzard complied with this. Blizzard was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to put the WoW token in, and so on and so forth, right? Well, Blizzard has gone back on that, and they're putting it in the game. Now, the reason why they're doing it, all right, according to Blizzard, is it is to combat RMT. What is RMT? You might be wondering. It's real money transactions. It's those people going on the Chinese gold farming and Russian gold farming websites and stuff, buying gold for real money, blah, blah, blah. Blizzard doesn't like that. It's fun, like, by buying gold from these companies, it's funding more bots and shit. It's ruining the server. And so Blizzard has said and made this claim that apparently by putting a WoW token into the game, like, this somehow like it fights against real money transactions. So I'm just gonna go on the record here, and I hope that I'm proved wrong by this with, like, some data, some information, or maybe I'm just dumb and I don't understand this. I'm gonna say that that's a load of bullshit. I think that that's a giant load of bullshit. That is not at all why they implemented the WoW token. And here's my take, and it's just my take, and I hope that I'm wrong. I genuinely do. Let me pause this music. Can't focus. Since 2004, there have been bots and gold farmers on this game. All right? I think, well, actually, I'm going to begin with this premise. I think this whole situation was planned out by Blizzard. I think it was all planned out. I think everything has happened exactly as Blizzard has planned it. I think that they played politics with Classic WoW and the WoW token. I think that Blizzard always had the intention of implementing it, but they knew that if they implemented it, that it was going to hurt their reputation. It was going to piss off the Classic WoW community, especially the purists. So how can they do it? How can they implement a system where they make more money on Classic WoW, but also make them look good or not look like the bad guys? Well, here's what I think. Since 2004, Blizzard and World of Warcraft has had bots and gold farmers, these Russian websites, Chinese websites. This game has had that problem since 2004. This is not a new issue. This is not something that just recently happened with TBC Classic and Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Blizzard has been fighting this problem for years. And for years, I've played this game since Classic WoW, and have there been gold farmers? Of course there's been gold farmers. Have there been bots? Of course there have been bots. But has it been to this degree that you see in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, where entire battlegrounds are just DK bots just running around, just following the same path and stuff? Have we ever seen this in all these years playing WoW? No, we haven't. And if we have seen it, maybe seeing like the occasional bot or gold farmer running around selling crap on the trade chat, they're quickly banned by Blizzard. Bada bing, bada boom. What WoW expansion in WoW's history did you see as many bots and gold farmers as you see in Wrath of the Lich King Classic today? Which one? Please raise your hand. Please tell me. You're probably going to say there wasn't one. This has never really been a big deal in WoW's history. Like, yeah, they've existed, certainly, but not to this degree. It's because Blizzard's been fighting these things for years. They've created systems for identifying these accounts, identifying gold farmers, flagging these accounts for suspicious activity, and so on and so forth. And you know what I think? And again, probably 100% wrong, but I think it's a fair enough take. I don't think I'm sinning against reason by saying this. I think that in Wrath of the Lich King, or in Classic WoW, all this stuff, all these like bot preventive measures that Blizzard created over the years, I don't think they used a single one. I think they let the bots get out of control on Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I said it. I think they let them get out of control on purpose. One, to make more people play Dragonflight potentially. They probably weren't expecting Classic WoW Hardcore to pop off as much as it did. But one, to get more people to play Dragonflight and go buy that expansion because, oh, Wrath of the Lich King is polluted with bots. And two, to also do this. The game becomes super polluted with bots. And then Blizzard, of course, they banned them. There's that, you guys remember the news article? Blizzard banned thousands of bots. Thousands of gold farming like accounts and stuff. Thousands. But what does a Chinese or Russian like bot or gold farming people, what do? Once like the first account gets banned, they just make another one. They make another one. They send the character out into the world again. You ban one, you get another. And they do this over and over and over, trying to get around Blizzard's little systems, their little auto-detect crap. All right? So Blizzard bans all these accounts, and they just come right back. And you've seen the videos, and you've seen the streams, and you've seen the memes of the bots still being out of control, even after Blizzard's big ban wave. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, we get this thing. Well, oh, guys, well, we tried. We tried to police real money transactions in Classic WoW. We tried, but guess there's nothing we can do. Sure, we've been able to mostly control this for all these years in WoW's 18, 19-year history, but there's just nothing we can do. The only thing that we can do now to combat these people going onto third-party websites, cheating, and buying gold is to instead make it so that they can go to us and give us money so that they can cheat and get gold. That's the only solution. I mean, that makes perfect sense, right? It's not like the Russian website and the gold farming website is going to say, hey, bring up the data. Okay, WoW token, $20. You get 2,000 gold in Wrath of the Lich King Classic for $20. Okay, $18, 1,500 gold, or whatever. You know, $18, 2,500 gold. Let's beat Blizzard at their own game. It's not like that's gonna happen. You know, of course not. That's ridiculous. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna like compete with the WoW token and just lower their prices and increase the amount of gold that you get. That's ridiculous. Of course they would. Anyway, I don't know. I don't see, and hopefully someone can explain it to me. I don't see how adding a WoW token in any way, shape, or form like fights against real money transaction. I don't get it. I wish I did, but I don't. And maybe when I release that video, someone will explain in a big comment, and then I'll say, wait,
Microsoft in charge of Activision Blizzard.
100 bits.
I immediately refute that with Halo Infinite.
I immediately refute with that Halo Infinite. Oh, yeah. I don't know enough about Halo Infinite. I just have heard some horror stories about it. Thank you for the 100 bits, Exiled Ranger. Was talking about? Yeah, like I'm hoping when I put out this YouTube video tomorrow that someone explains in a big detailed comment and they say, Nixxiom, you see, this is how a WoW token competes against real money transactions. This is how this genuinely, objectively helps the game in the long run. No, it's not Blizzard just making a greedy move. You got to understand. And then I'll say, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. I'm going to go on stream and I'm going to retract everything that I just said. But until that time comes, I think Blizzard planned all of this right from the beginning. Every single step. And in my opinion, I'm going to say one last thing. If in 18 years, Blizzard did not create a form of server software that detected bots, suspicious activity, and automatically put that account on hold, banned it, or something, muted it, whatever, if they didn't create some sort of anti-bot software, which they obviously have done, because why don't we see thousands and tons of bots in Battlegrounds on Dragonflight? Why not? Why isn't there not a bot pollution on Dragonflight right now? We don't see that. Unless I'm just blind and I haven't seen, I mean, I don't know. The point is, if Blizzard has not created that in 19 years, they're stupid. But you know they have. So, I don't know. I'm not too happy with the decision, but at the same time, I have to admit, I'm not playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic right now. I'm playing Classic WoW Hardcore. Doesn't really affect me, but the least I can do is just kind of maybe speak for the Wrath of the Lich King friends that might be in the chat or watching. So, I'm sure that, yeah, I mean, of course there's bots in Dragonfly. I'm not saying there's not bots. I'm talking about, like, dude, have you seen how bad Wrath is? Like, it's like, damn, like, bad. It's bad. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts, at least right now. They could change. I hope they do. But I sure do love cupcakes, Rachel. I sure do. Any thoughts on what I just said? How was that rant? Give me a rating between 1 and 10, with 10 being pretty good. I felt like that was an okay rant. That was like a strong 7. Maybe 6, something like that. I don't know. What do you think? A 100. Look forward to the video tomorrow. Like I said, dude, tomorrow, like, the video is very tame tomorrow. I was way more savage in that rant. Like 1,000 times more savage. And that wasn't even that bad. So, yeah. Whatever. Good evening, Fat. What's up, Emperor Tier? All right. Oh, wow. Someone gifted me a sub. Thanks. Dude, it was like Brizanami and all them. And Mr. Porkers. And who was that third guy? It was, scrolling down, Chi-Wiz. Dude, they've been gifting subs left and right. And Mr. Paul, man, with that little donation. Thank you, friend. Who's messaging me? It's Snapchat again. Okay. They did a blue post as to why they added the WoW token 40 minutes ago. Did they?
Nixxiom.
Nixxiom. What? Oh, dude, Squeak. Dude, 29 months. Thank you, man. Let's see. I'm assuming I can find it on MMO Champion. I'm one of those people that still uses MMO Champion. I don't even use whatchamacallit, Wowhead as much. Actually, let's just go to Wowhead because they're gonna have it, obviously. All right. Oh, someone linked it. Thank you. All right. 33 minutes ago, Blizzard's thoughts on the WoW token and WoW Classic. Can I, like, share my screen, maybe? No. That's my... whatchamacallit. Here, I'll do this then, I guess. Blah, blah, blah. There. Blizzard. They say, greetings. We want to take a moment to talk about the WoW token and Wrath of the Lich King Classic. The best way to start is to simply say that this wasn't something that we arrived at lightly. For the entirety of Classic so far, the WoW Classic team has been very resistant to the idea of adding the WoW token in any form to Classic in the western regions of NA or EU. When WoW Classic started in 2019, adding something like the token felt unimaginable to us, and that continued to be true for us even late into BC, or BC Classic, blah, 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 for a few reasons. Number one, in vanilla WoW, the scarcity of gold is a major factor in how you approach your journey in Azeroth. From saving to get your first mount at 40, to picking and choosing which skills you wanted to learn while leveling so you could afford a new weapon or a piece of armor. True. Later on at level 60, some form of time investment is needed to maintain a character in an ecosystem where flasks, resistance potions, and elixirs are such a major part of the game, and resources are scarce and highly contested. This was true all the way through BC, where potion flasks could represent a significant weekly expense, and the resources required to make them were still quite difficult to obtain. It just didn't feel classic. It felt jarring, out of place, and was antithetical to what most of us wanted us to relive about those early years of WoW. This is a long-ass post, goodness gracious. Anyway, however, what we want to do from a design perspective and what we need to do for the good of the community aren't always aligned. And this is one of the more difficult things about maintaining a large online game like Wrath Classic. When we really looked at the state of things in Wrath Classic, we decided that we should probably create some sort of software system that, like, detected bots on Wrath of the Lich King Classic that would monitor these accounts for suspicious activity and then ban them or mute them or something. That way we wouldn't have to implement a WoW token. Wait, that's not what it says. It says we wanted to look at this, or when we really looked at the state of things in Wrath Classic and how different players approach the game, we saw that we cannot cause the demand for gold to be lower. The impact of illicit RMT is beyond just buying gold. It's an entire black market that revolves around gold sales. The concept of bots gets thrown around a lot, but it's not just bots that fuel this. It's compromised accounts, credit card fraud, scams, hacked clients, and the tools that illicit third parties use to fuel the engine that is in the RMT trade. Someone just resubbed. I'll thank you in a second, but thank you. We hear folks say things like just ban the bots a lot. Yeah. We ban tens of thousands of bots a week. It's not visible to you just how much we do. Good. That's true. Good. And that is absolutely another problem in and of itself. We need to be better at surfacing these actions. More on this later. The truth is that we've never been better and more effective at identifying and actioning malicious accounts, and our game security operations team that handle these actions are iterating and innovating on a nearly daily basis. Unfortunately, in the history of WoW, the people preparing this illicit trade, or perpetrating this illicit trade, have also never been better at coming up with new methods, schemes, farms, and exploits to work around our efforts. As much engineering and analytical effort as we put into this, illicit RMT workshops put the same amount in or more, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of these workshops out there, all working around the clock to develop new technologies and techniques to counter our new technologies and techniques. It's an arms race, and it never, ever ends. Okay. We will I don't know if I... like... All right, let's just... okay. We will never completely beat bots or illicit RMT. It's an unwinnable war as long as there's money to be made by third parties. The ambiguous nature of this type of thing in online games is an objective fact. It has always been a part of WoW and every other popular online game for the past 25 years, and it will always be part of our online games going forward. It's frustrating to fight this fight, but we will never stop fighting it. I don't... All right, I'm going to pause for 1 second. I don't understand, like, bots and gold farming in Wrath of the Lich King Classic is running rampant. Like, it's not like, you know, like in Mists of Pandaria, you saw the occasional bot message in trade chat, like, oh, hey, buy some gold on this BS website. You know, hey, buy some boosting on this BS website. You just see that every now and then. You know, you go into the trade chat, there it is. Okay. No, Wrath of the Lich King Classic, it's rampant. Like, it's out of control. Like, you can go on, like, YouTube and watch the videos of the battlegrounds and everything of people trying to farm out in the open world. It's ridiculous. And I go back to what I said, like, 5 minutes ago in the little rant. It's like, why is this... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to keep reading. Hold that thought. While we can't completely win the war, what we can do is mitigate the impact it has on the game. Is WoW token the be-all and end-all to solve this? No, but it is a tool. It's just one tool, though, among many. There is clearly a demand for gold for certain types of players, and that demand is only increasing. So we are engaging a tool that we've used before to help mitigate the impact of that illicit RMT, or that illicit RMT has in the game. The more tools we employ and the less lucrative we can make it for third parties to do what they do to make a profit, the less likely it is that the new malicious actors enter the illicit RMT scene. And the more likely that existing malicious actors will exit the business. Ultimately, it's taking incremental steps and using a multitude of tools that will reduce how impactful those third parties will be in Wrath Classic and beyond. Wrath design and the value of gold. Between the lines, we just want your money. I mean, you're not wrong. Guys, we're trying to help. Give us money, though. LOL. I mean, this helps. Somehow. All right. Wrath design and the value of gold. Circling back to what was mentioned earlier about WoW token feels like a tool we should deploy now. We have to look at the base design of Wrath. Ultimately, this is what convinced us to reconsider the WoW token after resisting and refusing this path for so long. In Wrath Classic, your normal weekly activities are, for the most part, self-sustaining. Buy potions, flask, reagents, other normal necessities of endgame can be subsidized entirely by mostly just playing the game normally. Doing your usual weekly raid, a few dungeons, or a few dailies a week will net even the most fervent and well-prepared characters more gold than they would need to maintain themselves. Yeah. Simply put, gold is more plentiful, and the base game of Wrath minimized the focus on needing to farm to support normal play. When we considered that, we realized that the introduction of a token wouldn't be a temptation for most regular players to buy to help support their usual everyday gameplay. Alright. It's simply not impactful to the average player who logs in, raids a few days a week with their guild, does a few dungeon and dailies, and then plays other games in between those activities. There's no friction in that player's experience that would tempt them to buy a token just to keep themselves afloat. All right. Better visibility. I want to see some numbers. All right. As mentioned earlier, we need to improve the visibility around what we do. All right. We posted some weeks ago that we banned over 120,000 malicious accounts in WoW alone in a large wave. But those large waves that we talk about are actually a very small portion of the overall actions we take on a week-to-week basis. Using just the past 2 weeks, this is good. As an example, here are the actions of our GSO team. Total exploitative B.net account closures, 248,000. Total World of Warcraft account closures, 73,000. This is just in the last 2 weeks. And this is what our efforts look like very regularly, week in and week out. It's an enormous effort, and it's many, many individuals' full-time job to do this. This is an issue of sheer staggering scale. We have the tools, and those tools are effective. But the malicious actors come right back with our new and different methods every time. All that being said, we need to post these things more, and that's something that our team wants to be able to surface more often. Thank you for reading, and thank you for your feedback. So you're also admitting that you're putting people out of the job by doing this. All right. I mean, that's not unusual for Blizzard just to, you know, put people out of the job, I guess. What was I doing, leaving my character just sitting here? Good. Well, then again, I'm on a hill, so I should be fine. Thank you, Squeaky TV, Exiled Ranger, Schmug, and Mr. Boom Toasted. Thank you for the resubs. All right. So what do you think? What do you think of Blizzard's big wall of text excuse? You want me to put it back on the screen? What do you think, guys? Do you support Blizzard's actions now? I mean, Wrath of the Lich King, you don't need gold in Wrath of the Lich King. You know, the average player doesn't, you know, spend time farming for gold in Wrath because it's more plentiful. You get it so easy. The average player knows that. So they're not going to waste money just taking the easy way out. Spending money just to buy gold to get that silly Traveler's Tundra Mammoth? Ridiculous. Or that dude that just hit level 80 and he wants to buy some really good gear off the auction house. Well, it'll just take like a day or two for him to get all the gold, right? To be able to buy a full set of awesome epic gear off the auction house. He doesn't need to go on the store and spend $20 to buy a ton of gold on the WoW or with the WoW token. You know, really, the WoW token impacts nothing at all if you think about it. Let's say Wrath of the Lich King doesn't even need gold. To stop the bots, make WoW tokens free. Why would you not take that post at face value? Do you think they're outright lying with that post? Yes. Duh. It's Blizzard. Come on, man. Duh. Of course they're lying. Of course. That's what Blizzard does. They steal other games' ideas and they lie. All right? It's a company. You know where I go for morals? Church. You know where I go for scummy money grubbing tactics? Corporations. All right? That's how I see things. All right? We can agree to disagree if you want. You're not going to offend me if you disagree. I mean, I already gave my rant, like, once the stream first started. I'm not going to go and just say everything that I said again. But I will say that all of this did not change my opinion at all. I mean, at most, all of this did was it was just Blizzard admitting, kind of like Asmongold tweeted about this.
Imagine being paid to lie on a continual basis. Must be a crap life. F's for the post author.
Exiled Ranger. Thank you for the 100 bits. Asmongold, I think, he said it earlier today on Twitter, where he was like, this is just Blizzard. Like, if this is true, like, let's say it's all true. Blizzard is just worn out. They're tired of banning all the bots. And somehow, us giving them the money, instead of giving the bots the money, is somehow gonna fix things on Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Maybe that's true. Maybe 100% that's true. I hope so. Kind of, I guess. I wish there was another solution. But really, this is just sort of like an admittance that, like Asmongold said, where they're just kind of throwing in the towel. Well, it's getting too hard, guys. We just got to throw in the towel now. I don't know. It's strange to me. Like, it's strange to me. I'll say my first point that I said in my rant earlier. I'll say it again. Blizzard has been fighting bots in World of Warcraft for 19 years. Or 18 years, however long the game's been out. They've been doing it for years. And we've never seen a bot plague, a gold farming plague, as prevalent as what we've seen in Wrath of the Lich King. But suddenly, these websites, these gold farmers, these bot, companies, whatever, suddenly they have the technology. And Blizzard, who controls the game, who controls the source code, just can't keep up with their innovative ways.
Nix hyper, Nix hyper, Nix hyper, Nix hyper.
And everything's out of control. And the only solution, again, is just, well, people are cheating and spending money to buy gold over here. The only solution is to continue to allow people to cheat, but now Blizzard gets the money. And that's it. I don't know. All right. I don't know. I still stand by what I said earlier. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that somebody makes a video or something saying, Nixxiom, you're an idiot, and here's why. I'll watch it on stream. But I think this was all planned by Blizzard, like, from day one. Like, this was all planned behind the scenes. But anyway, so, yeah, kind of like the IRS. Dude, we don't talk about the IRS on this stream, okay? The IRS is scary, okay? Anyway, let's go this way, shall we? I need to hit level 10 on my hunter, dude. Dude, it was Zoval, dude. He planned all of this. That's great. So, is this Bloodsail Buccaneers? This is Bloodsail Buccaneers. I'm playing as a female dwarf for the very first time. You can play D4, Nixxiom. I will admit that I don't really have high hopes for Diablo 4. I'm a huge optimist, guys. Like, I really am. I know that everything that I'm saying doesn't sound like it, but goodness gracious. Like, over the years, like, just continuously making WoW content, like, really genuinely, like, come on, man. Like, you know, give Dragonflight a chance. Give Shadowlands a chance. Like, give, you know, whatever. I made a video called Give Warcraft Lore a chance, or Warcraft Books a chance. I'm a very big optimist when it comes to Blizzard and WoW and just in real life in general. But I will admit, sometimes I get shit on for it a lot. I'm way too optimistic. But I will admit that I'm not very optimistic about Diablo 4 or really anything that Blizzard puts out now. I'm just not.
What? Bellow Fizz needs some of my Evershine.
You know, I don't want to listen to you right now, friend. Like, look, I look at Diablo Immortal. Just a big pay-to-win money scam. Just a money-grubbing scam. Like, that's all it was. I look at Warcraft 3 Reforged. Complete disaster. Overwatch 2. It's Overwatch. Copy-pasted. Hey, that PvE mode? Forget about it. We're not going to do that. Sure, you bought the game. Sure, we've been talking about this forever. Forget about it. You don't need the thing that you probably bought the game for. Forget about that shit. I mean, I look at Shadowlands. I'm not the only person whose faith in Blizzard has been shaken over the years. All right, I apologize if I sound negative, but going back to what the guy said in the chat, saying, you know, do you trust that blue post? I don't. I think it's a load of horse shit. It's just a bunch of legal jargon just to conceal the fact that, hey, these people are making money when we could be making money. That's all I read. So, dude, at this point, we're just playing because of Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I admit it. I play the damn game because of Stockholm Syndrome. All right, and oh no, I flipped my gamepad. And you do too. You know that you play this damn game because you have nothing better to do and you're addicted. You know, you're just like, oh man, I can't move on. I want to play that Jedi Survivor game, but I can't. I got to play that WoW. Thank you, Sapphire Raven, for 7 months. Spectral Citizen, 29 months. Thank you, Azure Fox, or whatever, for 3 months. Thank you, guys. Did someone, like, just sub or something? Like, was there, like, a sub bomb? What the hell's going on? Why is this happening? Nobody resubscribed. What the hell's going on? No max level hardcore? Man, do I look, when you look at me? Wait. Actually, I have no idea what just happened. When you look at me, do I look like the kind of person who has no life and has managed to hit level 60 in Hardcore Classic? Do I look like I'm a pro gamer? I'm the filthy casual. It was 10 gifted subs. Who gifted it? It doesn't tell me. Sapphire Raven. Oh, well, thank you, Sapphire Raven. There's nothing telling me that you gifted subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, you know it would be really great if people could... Dude, you guys want to see something cool? I'm going to show you something cool. You're not going to think it's cool, but it's cool. Are you guys ready? Dude, are you guys ready to not be impressed? Dude, I'm ready to not be impressed. Dude, M-Pone whatever guy. Thank you for 35 months.
Take my contribution towards your WoW token.
Dude, thank you. Thank you for contributing towards my WoW token. I'm actually tempted to go on Wrath of the Lich King Classic and delete all my characters. But Nixxiom, someone will steal my name and they'll LARP as me. And then people will tweet at me and be like, are you Nixxiom? And I'm like, oh. You know, I'm tempted. All right, I'll think about it. Check it out, dude. Look at that transition. Damn. I ate Chipotle, by the way. Just ignore that. Dude, look at my shirt. Look at that. Red. Sensual. Blood. Oh, man, Nixxiom. If only I could get that shirt in. Could it be? Unholy? Oh, shit. Damn. But Nixxiom, oh, you sexy bastard. I don't play blood or unholy. You know, I play as a real Death Knight, aka Frost. Damn. Shit. That's right. Blood, Frost, and Unholy. That's right. 3XL. Damn. Shirts are comfy. Okay. I need to start plugging my merchandise more. Like in my videos, okay? Buy my shirts. Yes, I ship to the UK. It's on Spreadshop. They ship to everywhere. Dude, every time you guys buy a shirt, I get like $4. It's like, yeah, dude, $4. You know, it's great. It helps. Kinda. Do you have double pop filters on your mic? Yeah. Well, actually, let me tell you a story. This is my microphone, right? Beautiful microphone. Okay. So I put a pop filter here on the microphone, and then I got this thing. This is another pop filter, right? But the thing is, I bought the wrong pop filter, so this doesn't actually attach to this. But luckily, I'm a genius, as we all know. So what I did is I got some black duct tape, as you can see, and I put the black duct tape around the first pop filter and then slid the second pop filter under the duct tape, and now a perfect microphone for doing YouTube and streaming. It's just that simple, guys. Duct tape solves everything. Where's your shop? I think if you do exclamation mark like merch in the chat, you should get it. Let me try.
Wrong. Unholy is the real Death Knight.
Redneck engineering. Yeah, it did Sapphire Raving with the 20 tries. I don't know what the value of 22 tries is in USD, but thank you. I'm gonna skin the bear now. There you go. Wait, no, don't click that. Don't click that BS like support Nixxiom thing. Here, I'll link it to you guys. That's like old thing. That's an old command. That's wrong. Don't buy those shirts. Okay, hold on. I'm opening up my shop link. Look at my beautiful shop. Look at it. Click it. Click it right now and just look at it. Look at that sexy banner. Ugh. You can get a bad at every game shirt. There you go. Is it okay to watch without clothing? It is perfectly acceptable to watch my stream without clothing, okay? As long as you don't do any sinful things with yourself, okay? I am not held responsible for any sinful things that you do with your naked body. Don't tell me they added WoW tokens to Classic. They might have. Cool, thanks. No problem. I need to collect some shimmer weed. Yeah, let's actually play World of Warcraft now. $28. Dude, they're expensive, man. I'm trying to... Okay, I have a friend of mine named Jose. Awesome guy. He's like one of my best friends. Tallest man in the room. Okay, he's great. He's not the tallest man in the room. Actually, I'm not even going to say it. He's a short man. Okay. Anyway, the point is, is that my friend Jose, somehow his family owns a t-shirt printer thing and a sticker printer machine. So I'm trying to convince him to just take my designs and print them on t-shirts and mail them out and do all the work for me. That way I can like sell the t-shirts for way cheaper. But that's probably not going to happen. So unfortunately you're stuck with Spreadshirt. But it supports the channel. You know, that's what it's all about. You're supporting me and the Nixxiom team behind the scenes. You're supporting the not WoW token dream, you know? Yeah. Let's say, what channel? Cool Death Knight looking DK shirt though. Thank you. Available in Blood, Frost, and Unholy. I need Shimmerweed. I need them baskets. The only problem with hardcore is so many people play it. Also, when I was doing my rant earlier, some dwarf ran up to me and said stop. I don't know where he went. But buying is caring. Bobby K. Dude, listen, I just need a new yacht. Don't you guys want to help me get a new yacht? Implying that I have a yacht? I'm thinking about buying a motorcycle. Oh yeah, and I probably should talk about something else that I'm probably gonna do in 2024. I made a tweet about this, but like in 2024, I'm probably gonna like see you guys later. And like what I mean, so I'm buying a van, like one of them like transit vans, and I'm gonna like deck it out. And in 2024, I'm gonna like go live in a van and just like drive around the US and like make videos from in the van and like vlog the whole thing on Nixxiom IRL and just kind of live the van life for a little bit. Why? Because I want to. Because it sounds fun. Me, my van, and my mountain bike. Just going to different corners of the US and riding my bike. Yeah. Also, me and my friends are building... But what about my brother Thesari in episode 2? You have to wait. Don't worry, it's coming, all right? You know, it's almost done. Also, me and my friends are building a Viking long haul in his backyard. My friend Greg recently bought a piece of property, and there's a lot of land in the backyard and a lot of forest. So we're currently in the process of cutting down trees and building a Viking long haul. Why are we doing this, you might be wondering? I don't know, because it sounds fun. I also would like to buy a motorcycle one day. Just so I could say I have a motorcycle. Be scared as hell to ride it, but but at least I'll have a motorcycle. Old Greg, dude. That's right. There ain't nothing out here. There's too many people online. Wait, look, a guy. Yes. This is good. I'm level what, 8? Oh man. Resist. How's your Viking doing in Guild Wars 2? I was going to play Guild Wars 2 tonight. I wanted to play Guild Wars 2 tonight, but because of the whole WoW token thing going on, you and I both know that if I like had logged in on Guild Wars 2, everyone would have been like, Nixxiom, what do you think about the WoW token? Right? And all like the Guild Wars 2 watchers, like the people that don't play WoW, are gonna be like, well, they're just talking about WoW. I want to talk about Guild Wars 2. And they would have gotten really angry. So I decided just to like play this hunter instead. Yes. Look up the Honda Moto Compo. I'm looking it up. Hold on. Honda Moto Compo. Images. What am I looking at? You guys want to see it? Unironically, I would ride that around. Just to be that guy that rides that.
Nixxiom character shirts return?
Hell yeah. Will the World of Nixxiom character shirts turn? Probably not, no, since World of Nixxiom isn't really a thing anymore. Yes. Is that Wally? That's not Wally. But, I mean, if you've ever had a thing, like a fetish, like you got excited by the idea of riding Wally, now's your chance. And you could do it while wearing a Nixxiom shirt, available right now in the Nixxiom store. That's right. Is that your new mount, Nixxiom? No. If I buy a motorcycle, I need a big... I don't know anything about motorcycles. Here's the thing. I think I'm going to get a Harley Davidson. There was a post that I read, and it was beautiful, right? And this guy, he was... Like, I've never wanted a Harley Davidson in my entire life until I read this post on the internet where this guy was talking about how the Harley Davidson is the most annoying piece of machinery that mankind has ever created. And he was ranting about how he was sitting, having a nice, relaxing lunch, and this big, fat, bearded American biker rides up next to him with this loud as shit bike, and it's just revving the engine, just like, if you've never heard a Harley in person, they're very, very loud. So he's just revving the engine, whatever, ruining the whole experience for everyone, and then he just speeds away after pissing everyone off. And the guy was saying the Harley Davidson is the equivalent of just ripping ass in everyone's face all around you that you come in contact with, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. And I was like, dude, that's me. That's me. Like, to the T. Right? Yeah, it is pretty annoying. Exactly. Dude, I could live stream myself driving around on my shitty Harley. It would be beautiful. Sounds good. Nixxiom. Yeah. You know what also would sound good? Getting some shimmer weed. I guess I should just stand around and wait, instead of like running around like an idiot. Wait. Oh, I got him. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. I got it with a melee attack as well. That's amazing. I don't think I could afford no Harley, though. Dude, you guys ever seen how expensive a damn Harley is? Those things are like $30,000. $30,000 for a damn bicycle. What do you, like, well, it's a bicycle with a motor on it. Like, what the heck? Where do you guys get that kind of money? It's kind of like when Tesla, like, first started coming out. Suddenly, everyone and their mom had a Tesla. I'm like, where the hell? Those cars cost like $100,000. That's like a damn house. Where the hell are you guys getting that kind of money? All right, like, goodness gracious. Nixxiom, just buy more t-shirts so Nixxiom can get a Harley. Give more subs. That's right. Wait, look. I got him. Damn it. I should have opened with the arcane shot, but I was stupid. Oh, well. I think everything's respawning now, so this is good. I feel like I'm going to sneeze in 1 second. Maybe they leased them. It's Bilbo. Bilbo, you brought me a package. Wow, thank you. Wow, thanks, Bilbo. You really are based and red-pilled. Wow, so cool. I need 2 more. I need 1 more, actually. I can't count, sorry. Isildur, cast it into the fire. Destroy it. He must be watching my stream. Dude, Sapphire Raven keeps gifting these tries. Wait, no, something. Oh, dude, Sapphire Raven gifted 5 memberships on the YouTube channel. The 1 ring. Wow. Not quite as good as the 2 ring. Not true. I ain't watching. I told you he's watching. Nice transmog. Nice roleplay as well. Classic WoW Hardcore needs more roleplay. It really does. Thank you, Sapphire Raven, for the tries. How much is 22 try in USD? I gotta look it up. What is TRY? Hold on. What is TRY currency? Turkish liras. What is 22 TRY in USD? 1.11 US dollars. Thank you for the $1.11. Over and over. Thank you. Why would you create a female character if you're a man in real life? I don't understand this. Honestly, dude, I don't understand it either. People that play female characters in video games are strange. They're weird. They're just fat, and ugly, and their YouTube videos suck. You know what I'm talking about. Look, you want the real answer? Between you and me, come here. Get closer. Closer. Between me and you, dude, I've never made a dwarf female in all my years of playing WoW. 18 years playing this bullshit game, and I ain't never once looked at a dwarf female's ass. And so I wanted to give it a try. And I'm actually surprised. The dwarf female has some pretty nice animations. Especially when they run. And that's it. So how is it? It's pretty good, Kyle. Damn, I can't believe Nixxiom called Nobble fat and ugly. I haven't spoken to Nobble87 in like 10 billion years. I don't talk to any other WoW content creator other than WoW Krendor. And WoW Krendor isn't even cool. Right? That's right. Did you guys watch all the latest WoW Krendor and Nixxiom videos? If you haven't, you should have. What? Yeah, dude, WoW Krendor is stupid. WoW Krendor isn't even subscribed to me on Twitch. He didn't even use his Twitch Prime to support me. Can you believe that? What sort of monster, some selfish beast, has a Twitch Prime available and doesn't give it to Nixxiom? I'm glad there's no one like that right now in this chat. That's right. WoW Krendor is no longer WoW. He has forsaken WoW. Wait! Oh, I got him! Damn, son! Sorry, warrior. Sorry, nasty waifu. Cool. Come on, Shimmerweed. Top 10 useless female character animations. Dude, do you guys have any, like, YouTube videos? Dude, Wagsbags, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Do you guys have any YouTube video ideas? I'm reminded of the old machinimas with Lazy Peon. Dude, I remember those days. I'm thinking I want to make more Lord of the Rings online content. That would be cool. And more Star Wars The Old Republic. I should make a video called What Do You Do at Endgame in Star Wars The Old Republic. That would be really cool. Because people love Star Wars The Old Republic. Do it, you sand lobster. I will. Who would win in a fight? 1 polar bear, 20 John Cenas. Dude, once I'm done streaming and hanging out with you guys, I'm going to keep watching Alone. Remember that TV show Alone? Where, like, the people are, like, in Alaska or whatever. And they have to, like, survive. Oh, Pickles. Oh, Pickles. I'm watching that show right now. Hold on, I pulled another ice bear. Okay. Dang, these guys are tough. Dang, look at that crit. I'm watching season 8 at the moment, where they're like up in Canada. It's a cool show. Do they survive alone though? They do. Dude, who would win in a fight? 10 trillion lions or the sun? Like the sun, like up in the sky, that big hot ball. Let me fix my webcam. Think about it. The lions, exactly. Your mom would win. Hell yeah, she would. The sun. No, the sun would not win. The sun is just one sun. We're talking about 10 trillion lions. Think about it for a second. That's a lot of lions. My brain can't handle the trillion. Dude, there would be like lions covering the entire surface of the earth. Like, that's a lot of fucking lions. Where's Mukluk? Nobody knows. The lions. That's it. Right there. That's how the lions would win if they attack at night. Can the lions cover the sun? They could if they wanted to. What would last longer, life on Earth or the sun? The sun. Wouldn't the lions just end up attacking themselves because of how territorial they are? That is technically true, but the thing is, because the sun is the mortal enemy of all lions, they would band together to fight it. Sun wins every time. No. Who would win in a fight? Garrosh Hellscream or Sylvanas? What do you think? Hellscream. Garrosh, exactly. Who are some other... Dude, I should do like a versus series on my channel. Like so-and-so versus... That would be fun. That could be a cool video. What do you guys think? Should I do a versus series? We could do like King Varian... Who's another very boring character in Warcraft lore? Illidan. King Varian versus Illidan. That would be great. And then we could pit like the best Warcraft characters against each other. We could do Malfurion versus... Who's another badass WoW lore character? Wrath. No, Anduin. Yeah, dude. Malfurion versus Anduin. Who would win? Goodness gracious, all these bears everywhere. Cthulhu versus Billy McClure? Who the heck is Billy McClure? Dude, Scholastic the Real One just became a YouTube member. Thank you, my friend. Enjoy the behind-the-scenes videos and the chat badges and the early access to the Nixxiom and Krendor videos and all the other like perks that YouTube members get. How about most powerful warrior, mage, etc.? The only problem with doing something like that is that Blizzard, for some reason, in Cataclysm, shifted a lot of the writing style of World of Warcraft. Whereas, like, before, like, let's say, for example, Classic WoW. Like, let's say Classic. Like, seriously. Like, who's the most powerful druid in Classic? Well, you see, your first instinct would be Malfurion. And you're probably right, because he was the first druid. But there's nothing explicitly saying that he is the most powerful of all the druids. Just that he's the first. Like Fandral Stackhelm, for example. Like, he could be more powerful lore-wise. Or Brol Bearmantle. Well, maybe not Brol Bearmantle. He comes along later. But there could be like a druid more powerful than Malfurion. Who's the most powerful shaman? Well, you know, your instinct might say, well, it's Thrall. But Drekthar in Classic WoW... You know, the guy in Ultrich Valley, he trained Thrall in, you know, shamanism. So maybe Drekthar is the most powerful, and so on and so forth. There's not really a most powerful whatever, like back in the day. But in Cataclysm, Blizzard decided to give each class, at least I got the impression, that they gave each class a sort of like lore character to be the most powerful version of that class. Like, Jaina is the most powerful mage. And if not her, maybe Khadgar or whatever. But he's the Guardian, so he's kind of like a mega mage. You know, it's not just a basic mage. You know, Thrall is the best shaman, and Malfurion's the best druid, and so on and so forth. And WoW became really centralized around this, like, small cast of characters. And I wasn't really a big fan of that. But maybe I just got the wrong impression. Khadgar's more powerful. Yeah, but he's like a Guardian. You know, he's like a double mage. You know, he's not a mage. You know what I mean? Who's the most powerful paladin? Well, it probably was Tyrion Forgering until he kind of died in like the Legion intro. Who is the most powerful paladin right now? Who's a paladin in Warcraft lore? Uther. Yeah, probably Terrellion. Yeah, yeah, Uther. S-Fan. Yeah, S-Fan, of course. Who's the most powerful? Oh, man. Who is the most powerful? Let's see. What about Warrior? There's not really a strong Warrior character right now, unless I'm forgetting someone. Who's a really strong Warrior? Varian. No, not Varian, you fool. Varian's dead. He got disenchanted by Gul'dan. Nixxiom. I'm not the most powerful warrior, silly. Why is this cat, or these two cats, following me so far? Oh my, I can understand one of them following me this far, but goodness gracious. Let's run this way. Varian, Garrosh, Gromos, Broxigar, Saurfang. Saurfang's dead. Broxigar's dead. Varian's dead. And Garrosh is dead. I'm talking about, like, who's the most powerful, like, alive guy. Lady Leandrin. Never heard of her. Swifty. Why'd you have to be all alive? Or wait, why do you have to be alive to be the most strongest of your class? I'm talking about right now. All right? Goodness gracious. Like a lot, like a living lore character. That snow looks amazing. Thank you. For some reason, is Greymane a warrior? What class is Greymane? He's just the Worgen. The strongest mage would be Chromie. Chromie's not a mage, you dip. Chromie's a dragon. She's not like anything. She's just a dragon. Hellscream's not dead. What are you talking about, you fool? Yes, he is. First of all, he got killed by Thrall in whatchamacallit, in Warlords of Draenor. Thrall cheated. And then in Shadowlands, he disenchanted himself because the expansion was so bad. Sylvanas isn't living, though. Yes, she is. She's alive, lore-wise. She's in the maw doing dailies. Not Garrosh. Hellscream lives on in every orc heart. Garrosh Hellscream is the best character from World of Warcraft. Like, that the World of Warcraft video game established and developed. Like, no character in World of Warcraft that Blizzard has made has had an impact bigger than Garrosh. Not one. Like, no one cares about Jaina. Oh, but Nixxiom. Shit. But Jaina sang that stupid, like, sea song that one time. Yeah, that was a nice song, but no one cares about Jaina. Yeah, but what about Thrall, dude? He's got, like, the Doom Hammer, dude. Listen, Garrosh Hellscream is objectively the best character that World of Warcraft has ever seen. And now he's dead. Okay? He doesn't have the Doom Hammer anymore. Well, he did have the Doom Hammer until we took it from him. What happened to the Doom Hammer after we took it from him? We took the Doom Hammer in Legion, and then we used the energy of the Doom Hammer to, like, contain the Sword of Sargeras. And then what happened to it? Who's the strongest hunter in WoW? Probably Sylvanas. But she's not like a hunter. She's more of like a... and Nathanos is dead. She's like a solo. She's like a marksman hunter. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, I could do Rexxar. Can you really be the strongest hunter, though? I mean, you just have a gun. You just shoot people. Doomhammer is sitting in the player's bank. I guess so. What's your take on WoW tokens in Classic? I already gave my take on it. Once this stream is over, just rewind it to the beginning and I give my whole like 15-minute rant. And just check that out. Who is the strongest Alliance priest? Probably Anduin, because Anduin is technically a priest. Some people say he's a paladin because he wore plate armor in the cinematic. No, he's a priest. Actually, yes, Hemmet Nessingwary, he is objectively the strongest hunter in World of Warcraft. Because he's the only dude that actually goes out and hunts. Rexxar just walks around with his pets. But he never actually goes out and shoots anything. When's the last time Rexxar killed an animal? Exactly. Hemmet Nessingwary? Dude, he's like a walking slaughterhouse. He walks into a zone and kills everything just for the chaos of it. He's a true hunter. He can't be a priest with a sword. He's a priest. He's a priest in Hearthstone. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think Blizzard's original plan with Anduin was to make him a cleric. But that's back when, like, cleric was somewhat of an idea in WoW. You know, kind of like a plate-wearing priest. But, yeah. Anduin just wore a transmog that made him look like a paladin to fool the horde. Yeah. A holy paladin. What is the best class in Dragonflight? I need to know. And why is it warrior? Paladin. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Kyle. Depends on the patch. Just in terms of fun and enjoyment. I don't care about the patch. I don't care about the meta. Who plays Dragonflight? A lot of people play Dragonflight. I kind of... Demon Hunter. If I leveled up a Demon Hunter on stream one day, would you guys hang out with me? On retail WoW, that is. I just want to say that I leveled a Demon Hunter to max before I die. Yes. Always. Dude, you guys could play with me. We could do like dungeons together. Be fun. Actually, it probably wouldn't. It would probably be incredibly boring. No, actually, it could be pretty fun. Demon Hunters are fun. Priest would be boring. Yeah, Priest would be really boring. Classic WoW Priest is pretty fun, but lots of wanding. I need to make a fun/not fun, like WoW Retail Classes Edition video. Because we have the hardcore classic WoW fun/not fun about to come out. Fun fact. That video is like almost done. Like it's 90% done. But then I need to make like a retail edition. But I don't play enough retail to really have like strong opinions. What is my MBTI type? MBTI?
Nix, what is your MBTI type?
I know what that means. I'm just going on my phone for no reason whatsoever. What the hell is this? The Myers-Briggs type indicator? I don't believe in crap like that, dude. It's like horoscopes and stuff. It's like, dude, like, are you somebody that's creative sometimes? Yeah? Like, just like everyone is? Are you someone that gets angry sometimes? It's like it knows me. I get angry sometimes, just like everybody else. Are you someone with some regrets in your life? My goodness. Wow. I do have regrets, just like everyone else. Well, clearly, you're a Capricorn. Wow. And that means something. That means that you really like French cuisine. Wow. I don't believe in stuff like that. All right. looks like the SP Scientology episode. Holy crap, I get angry sometimes too. We're practically the same. Dude, wow, that's totally me, dude. That's how those things are. Like, it asks the most vague, general questions that anyone can relate to. Anyone. And it's like, wow, you're a whatever. Or it's like, dude, you're a Gemini. And that means, like, hold on. I'm a Gemini. I only know that because I dated a weird Wiccan once. Don't ask. What is a Gemini known for? They're playful and intellectually curious. Is there anybody here that is not playful? Please raise your hand. You don't play video games? You don't, like, occasionally go outside to play a sport? Anybody here not playful in any way, shape, or form? No. Intellectually curious. Anybody here not like learning something? You know, you're fine. You've learned enough. You don't watch YouTube videos teaching you how to build a log cabin in the woods? That's stupid. Ridiculous. You don't like to see what the new Tesla invention is? Ridiculous. I don't like those things. That's all I'm trying to say. And you know there's someone watching the stream right now, like, stroking his horoscope, just being like, this half bald-headed man just doesn't understand. I'm sorry. Look up Sagittarius. What is a Sagittarius known for? A Sagittarius values... Hold on, let me kill this pig. A Sagittarius values independence and the ability to do what they want. Wow. Amazing. You want to do what you want? Wow. Dude, we're like the same. I do what I want. I think everybody wants to do what they want. Okay? But we have, like, rules and law for a reason. Are you playing hardcore in Wrath? No. This is classic WoW. Sagittarius. Yeah, I know how to pronounce it. Sometimes I misread things on purpose on stream just to get people to be like, is this guy an idiot? I hide my power level, you know. I'm actually incredibly wise. That's right. I'm like an owl. If an owl had fingers. Yeah, dude. Wisdom. I watched YouTube videos to know how to lay tiles in my bathroom, dude. Based. Yeah. Nixxiom, you sound like such a Gemini. I don't know what that means, but yeah, dude. Yeah. I thought the WoW token is only in Wrath. The WoW token exists in retail World of Warcraft and in Wrath of the Lich King as of yesterday. Actually, I don't know if the WoW token is officially out yet on Wrath of the Lich King, but whatever. Dude, you're special just like everyone else, bro. Wow. It's out. Okay, so it's already out. If you want to hear my take on the WoW token, just rewind the stream back to the beginning. I go on a 15-minute rant. And here's the thing. When you go and listen to that rant, I want you to understand something. I want this to go on the record. I'm not looking to be right. Okay? With my whole claim that Blizzard, like, planned this whole thing, I'm not trying to be right. Okay? I ain't trying to win no glory when it comes to World of Warcraft and having the correct World of Warcraft assumptions. I don't care about that, all right? You know what I care about? Smoking a good cigar, all right? Prove me wrong when it comes to my rant and all the things that I've said. Show me the data. Show me how the WoW token fixes things. And I'll go on stream and say I was dead wrong. I don't care. And that's all I gotta say if you go back and rewatch that rant. Did you get all your weeds, Nixxiom? I don't smoke weed. I smoke cigars, and sometimes I'll smoke a pipe. There's a guy at the cigar shop that I go to that works in a hospital, and he knows who I am. He's been watching my videos for years. I don't remember his name because when he told me his name, I wasn't paying attention. But I'm a really bad listener, and I'm really bad with remembering people's names because I'm too selfish. But the point is that I see him all the time now. I think his name's Michael. And we like smoke cigars together. And he asks me questions about the YouTuber life. My YouTube life consists of wake up, go to Cigar Lounge, buy cigar, get it written off as a tax write-off because I'm using it for work, write YouTube video script, come home, record script, work on videos, stare at the wall, wonder what I'm doing with my life, wish that I lived in the mountains, stream sometimes, go to bed. It's best. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Dude, Bobby needs money to pay lawyers. You know who else needs money? Starving children. I wasn't gonna say me. I would never say such a thing. Never. Thank you, by the way, Sapphire Raven, for the 22 TRYs for the $1, pretty much. Thank you very much. I'm sorry that I can't answer your question, but if I had to, I guess I should try to answer that question because they did donate $1. In terms of personality type, I think that I would, like, I've never taken the MBTI whatever test, but I'm definitely an intellectual. Because I am really smart. I'm also, like, really strong and really attractive too. But above all else, the good Lord did bless me with humility. So I don't know what personality type that falls under, but that's me. At least read what the test is. I did read what the test is. I did. Sure you are. Just take the test. I don't want to take the test on stream. Do you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast? No. I don't care what that bald-headed freaking, like, dummy has to say. I don't care. Smart, strong, attractive, humble. Not enough to know the test. Fine, I'll read the damn thing. Hold on. What is the MTBI test? In personality typology, the whatever is an introspective self-report questionnaire indicating different psychological preferences in how people perceive the world and make decisions. Oh. How do I perceive the world and make decisions? Well, I don't know. With my eyes, dude. Yeah, first I look at something, like, with my eyes, dude, and then I use my brain. And I'm like, there it is, dude. And then I think about it. That's a good answer. Allow the enemies to kill you. Dude, no, it's hardcore. I won't be able to res, you silly willy. How do I determine my sexual partners? You shouldn't be having sex before marriage, silly. Goodness. I actually do have a standard of how I find the lady friends. But I'm not going to talk about that. Because you guys wouldn't get it. You'd be like, what? Yeah. That's what a Gemini would say. No, those questions are too personal. I can't talk about that stuff on stream. Goodness. Next thing you know, you guys are gonna learn things about me. And you guys don't want to learn things about me. Goodness.
How are you?
How are ya? Hello, Nixxiom. Hello, RZ. Zygor told me to.
What can I get for you?
Zygor is a fantastic add-on. I love those guys behind the scenes. I was talking to those guys for months before they decided to sponsor Nixxiom. Are they going to keep sponsoring the channel? I hope so. They're a cool group of people to work with, but we'll see.
What can I do for you?
I don't want to talk to you. I already made the inn my home, you sillies. I do need to buy a Thunder Ale, though.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
This way. Are you an American? Yeah. I wish I wasn't an American. I wish I was a member of the greatest country on earth. Sweden. We can all agree with that, right? Or my other favorite Scandinavian country. Finland. That's right. No, Norway. I've never been to Norway. If I went to Norway, do you guys want to, like, give me a place to live? So I can, like, explore the fjords? Where can I go to meet Ragnar Lothbrok if I go to Norway? Then I can be like, dude, bro, I have your hairstyle, dude. That's crazy. Dude, I've had this hairstyle for so long. Like, you have to understand, like, look at that. Just think, like 1,000 years ago, Ragnar Lothbrok had to shave the sides of his head every single day in order to maintain this drip. Like, that guy, I feel the pain, and he didn't even have that electric buzzer that I got. Damn. What about Canada? I went to Canada once, and it sucked. You want me to tell you the story? Yeah, you know, you want to hear a story. I went to Niagara Falls, and I was a child at the time, and somehow we ended up walking over the border, and we took like a couple of steps into Canada, and I was like, this place sucks. And then we realized we were lost, and we turned around and went back. And that was my adventure in Canada. And that's it. I want to hang out with the Trailer Park Boys. I don't even know who the Trailer Park Boys are. But cool. I just want to go out in the woods. Actually, dude, on Friday, oh my goodness. So I'm going to old Greg's property on Friday, and no one is going to be there, right? So I'm just going to go out in the woods with my big ass Bluetooth speaker. And Greg has pretty much told me that he needs a ton of trees chopped down in his backyard. That's where we're building that big ass Viking long haul. So I'm going to go to the woods with my big ass Bluetooth speaker, put on Amon Amarth, and just blast it. And I'm going to get my axe, and I'm just going to be cutting down trees on Friday.
Did you have a hard time getting
And I
past the
cannot
guard?
wait.
No matter. Many thanks.
Oh,
and
no.
if you're ever in need of stout with a kick, don't forget the barley brews.
You should stream it.
Thank you,
This is like out in the
It'd be
country,
nice to
dude. There ain't no
walk
internet
across
out there.
without hearing so many growls and snorts
I mean, there might
outside
be,
the
but
village.
it's not going to be like
Great. I can't
streamable
wait to
internet.
use these in some of my recipes. There's one in particular I think it'll work great in.
Enter the cave. Okay. WoW token edition is what? It's just a joke to refer to the recent controversies in the WoW community. Stream you building your Viking house. Dude, this is like out in the sticks, bro. Like, this ain't like down the street in like the middle of like your local like Charlotte neighborhood. This is like in the country. This is like take your this is like take your sister to prom like type country, like way out in the sticks. There ain't no like 5G or 4G out there. There ain't nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let's just go this way. Stream it. I can't. Fat. I said it. But what I could do is I could take my phone and like record some of it. The only thing is whenever I work outside, I don't wear a shirt. So like I would have like my body like on display, and you guys don't want to see that on my YouTube channel. It's ridiculous. Goodness gracious, it's like looking at a bowl of Jello with nipples. You don't want to see. Yes, we do. No, you don't. Do a hot tub stream. How about this? I'll do a hot tub stream. You just pay off my medical debt. I just got 2 of my teeth like drilled. I had to get 2 root canals. And then I have my gallbladder surgery from forever ago. Listen, you just send me a small donation of maybe like $14,000. And I'll give you a hot tub stream. It'll be great. Oh, I feel that on medical debt. Yeah, dude. Make it 15, you know, just for fun. Just for fun. You know, I'll give you some sinful, like, you know, hot tub stream. All right? My father is an endodontist. I should go to him next. Tell him to give me the YouTuber discount. Or the streamer privilege discount or whatever. I did it. Yay. Wow. That's insane. Yeah, that's a debt from like forever ago. I don't pay that much on it. Only like maybe $250 a month. So it's not too crazy. I'm also living like with my mother right now. So I'm like renting my house up in, you know, where I used to live that you guys are probably more familiar with when I was like full-time streaming and stuff. One of the main reasons why I don't stream like full-time down here, by the way, guys, is because of the fact that I'm with my mom. All right, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm really loud and I'm really annoying, okay? So, like, and I like to stream late in the evenings when everything is calm and quiet. So if I'm, like, freaking out and, like, losing my mind over WoW tokens and crap, I'm just, like, kind of disturbing my mom in the other room. So, yeah, that's one reason. But, yeah, I'm with her right now, but she's not here right now. She's been gone the past 3 weeks. She's in Africa at the moment. You're as quiet and innocent as a church mouse. I don't know about that one, Kyle, but okay. I'm so sad I didn't get to start the stream with you guys. You're gonna have to watch the whatchamacallit, the VOD. Hold on. Play WoW with your mom. Dude, my mom ain't gonna play WoW. Do you know how many talks I got as a child that this game was gonna send me straight to hell? You don't understand, dude. There are warlocks and shit in this game. They're summoning demons. Send you straight to hell. All right, my mom ain't gonna play this game. I tried to get my mom to watch Lord of the Rings once. She lost her mind. As soon as Sauron popped up, she's like, oh, this is the devil. My mom is a good, innocent, like Southern belle, born in Georgia Christian woman. All right, if it's got spikes and if it's the color red and it glows like fire, she wants nothing to do with it. Oh, I see. Yes. If my mom knew how much time I spend playing games, I'd be in so much trouble. It's fine. What she won't know won't hurt her. And I'm 44 years old. It's fine. I just rewatched the Greatest Adventure episode where you discussed that. Oh, really? Man, the Greatest Adventure, that is old, man. I'm gonna die. Wait, maybe I won't. I'm gonna drink a potion. Friends, hold on. I'm gonna pop stone form. Friends, we might have a problem. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?